for the last however many 8 years or whatever, a lot of people on the Democratic side have publicly televised, just fantasized and wet themselves in front of people at the thought of beating Donald Trump up, taking him behind the gymnasium and beating the shit out of him. A lot of people have said that. Have either said he needs to get punched in the face, beat up, eliminated, put in the bullseye. Your words carry meaning. Russian agent to...
Say it.
He lied about real estate stuff and slept with a porn star.
Yeah.
That's what you got him on?
That's what they did. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We kind of deserve to lose at this point.
I think A is going to go down in infamy, and I think it's going to be something that right now, the perverse minds of the world want to believe that this was a fake bullet, but yet somebody lost their life, yet the gunman is killed, yet there's hundreds of people that were witnessing this happen. And it's the same thing as like when I think of like the Sandy Hook shooting, like people want to dismiss certain things from happening. There's no difference for me. All right. Reality is reality, whether you want to step into the reality that you're in or not. The fact remains is I agree full-heartedly with what that young man was saying. Mind you, he starts the video off saying he's a Democrat and he's a registered Democrat, and he doesn't necessarily like Donald Trump. But since when did Americans feel that it was the right thing to do to call on somebody being killed? So where have we gotten in the world where we could ask full outright for somebody to take somebody behind a bleachers and beat them up, or I wish I could punch him in the face, or I wish I could kill him? When did we get to that point? Now, I think where he was going with that video was from Jack Black's video. Jack Black had put out a video where he said he was upset, and I'm paraphrasing. Jack Black. Yeah, the Jack Black, the School of Rock, the guy that's all crazy and unhinged, that you love his music because he's crazy and he plays guitar and he's so dope. Jack Black's bandmate is the one that made the outlandish statement saying that next time don't miss or something like that, because he was presenting him with a birthday cake saying make a wish, and he wished basically that the bullet didn't. Basically, I'm paraphrasing all of this. You can go look up the video. But the fact of the matter is Jack Black stood on that stage, did not say anything, and just obviously the audience chuckled and laughed, right? Because this is how ludicrous and crazy people have become. And of course now Jack Black has had to put out a statement condemning all of this. And people understand most of these celebrities working with them, they don't mean it. It's their publicists and their PR people saying, you need to apologize, you need to say something, you need to, condemn violence, because if you don't, people are going to slaughter you. They're going to basically say you're a horrible person and it's going to ruin a brand. You're not going to get the kind of deals you want because this is not you. You're Jack Black, School of Rock, you're an entertainer, a musician, and you're not the guy that calls for violence. So, of course, Jack Black put out this statement saying, I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful for the fans for their support and understanding. Well, I am certainly not your fan anymore, sir, because I would have condemned that behavior immediately. I would have been like, no, not cool, bro, not cool. And when did we get to the point where people could say stuff like that? Where Johnny Depp, there's a video of Johnny Depp on the internet circulating saying that, when was the last time an actor killed a president? He said that. When you have political people that are running our government saying, I wish I could punch this man in the face. Where is our decency? Where is our refinement? Where is our head at? Because I understand, and trust me, I totally understand. Media lies. Media can make up a bunch of stuff. Media can paint a story, give you a narrative, set the stage, so to speak. All right? But there comes a point where even if this is fake, and I've said this in my last video, let's pretend, hypothetically, everything is fake. None of it is real. None of it happened. It's all made up. They hired all those hundreds of people out there at the rally. They hired a bunch of actors. They played this out. There was a paintball gun involved. Let's just pretend. Where do we get off saying, I wish a bullet had missed someone? Where do we get off saying, no, we never pushed for hate speech, but yet every day for the past 4 years, you've called this man Hitler. You have said, may as well, they don't put the MAGA on the hat. They put the swastika instead. Every time I turn on mainstream news, it's the same narrative that Trump must be stopped. He's a threat to democracy. He's the closest thing to Hitler there is. You continue saying stuff like that, and it's redundant. Is that I've just been like, I cannot watch mainstream news anymore. I don't watch Lester Holt. I don't watch Kristen Welker. I don't watch George Stephanopoulos, who's always been, in my opinion, a henchman for the Democrats. You know, he's worked with the Clintons. Go look up videos of George Stephanopoulos. He's worked with them since day one. He's been around for a long time. You don't get to work in media as long as they do if you are not doing what they tell you to do. It's just the bottom line. It's a reason why you see so many people just going off and doing their own news, because they know darn well if you don't toe the line and continue at what they want you to say, you will not ever work again another day in your life. You won't get a job. And if you don't think the government is keeping tabs on every single one of us and saying, nope, don't qualify for a job. And even me working, doing this type of work, I put my family, my friends, my loved ones at risk, because anyone associated or tied to me is now going to have a fucking mark over their head. Like, oh, you associate with her? Well, then you might be like her. You might think like her, that the mainstream media is false, that they spew fake stories. And just look at the way the speech is from the people that are your beloved celebrities. The people you love to watch. And, oh, I love Jack Black, and I love Panda, the Panda movie with him in it, and his voice, and he's so funny and comedic. But he's calling for a bullet to hit somebody. And the worst part is the media won't even report the fact that this isn't the first attempt. Trump has had many attempts on his life, and I'm certain he has plenty more to come. The future for me is grim, because we're in this world where people don't see the ludicrousness of that. They don't see the insanity, the unhinged attitude of these people that will, like I saw Martha Raddatz, who's a journalist, a well-known journalist, on TV trying to swing this as Trump's fault. That Trump, his speech is so inflammatory, that he brought this basically upon himself. Girl, you're a journalist. You're a journalist on a mainstream platform, and you're over there spewing nonsense. Nobody ever, their speech should ever invoke violence against them. Nobody should ever be like, oh my gosh, I said what I wanted to say, and now somebody's at my door wanting to kill me. That's basically what you're saying, is it's okay if you said something violent that somebody should want to kill you. Make it make bloody sense. That's what I'm getting at. And the left, the Democratic left that are so out there, so far fucking left, that hate Trump, will tell you, no, it's okay. It's okay because you said something that was inflammatory. Get a grip. I agree with that young man. Completely. You guys have lost the plot, and you have definitely lost your goddamn minds.
Because we're all just like fucking hypocrites. It's okay to tell people to go shoot a guy and not miss because you do that.